So, I have added the error handling library as a dependency. It's here and told the agent that it's here, so everything looks good. Of course, now we have red problems because this method is still invalid, but we should have the plan crafted here, and this says that this is the time to start to work with it. Let's make a clean state. And I think it is time for the agent to go. And by the way, whatever we do now, there will be new methods changed to the API, right? And this means that what we have in the feature docs for metrics, for example, that will step to the next version. So until the agent works here, let's prepare that. Empty file. We will have new methods. And let's just go through again in the description. This is it. Let's do it in a separate step. Okay. So the agent is ready. It crafted a few things with to-do comments, but I see the new methods. So actually we have get summary matrix or fault, and the old one marked as deprecated. And here is the pair of it for counters and for gawks as well. Perfect. So this is how we evolve the documentation and the features one by one. And then actually, if the decision is positive, we also should switch the version here. Okay, so the agent votes for, let's wait for this, fine for me, but actually then let's do this, and let's do this. I think the method signatures are good, so we can keep these changes. And let's take a look into the test cases, because we are running TDD. And here is a massive new block. So the deprecated method should not raise panic. That's the whole point, but get something back. And this one is generating a fault. And so on, and so on, and so on. I think it looks good. So let's accept this. And actually now they should be red, right? Because the implementation is not ready yet. And yes, just as expected. And if this is done, let's see what the agent will document by himself, but it's important to explicitly mention these changes in the release notes of 2.1.0. So, agent is ready with the implementation. Let's take a look what it did. Get summary metrics instance started to reuse the more smart method, and if there is a fault, then it is returning some default instance, which is basically that guy there instead of failing. That's good. And what else? And obviously now the main thing is done in the this or fault. And the most important thing to review is basically the fault creation. But whatever it does, it's just good, I think. So let's see. Of course, now I have the knowledge how these faults are working. If it's completely new to you, you need to look up. But basically what is happening, that somebody tries to do instance based on a different than a counter template, then it is raising a validation fault. This is wrong data type, and that's correct because the problem caused by the wrong input invoked on template, but metric type is different. And basically we resolve with the label package name with source. The package name is basically just this. Okay, good. But what I don't like this way is lots of repetition. Basically handcrafted things. This is not the best way to do it, to be honest. So let's fix this. This is a better pattern to do it. So I think in the error message maybe we don't need the method name because the fault carries the source of the error anyways. But it's done. Good. Trying to look up in my memories how do we craft messages, error messages, fault messages, but I think we don't use this as a pattern anywhere. This is just one extra string creation and so on. Okay, this looks good now. This is funny. Actually, it should not be there, especially because, well, in the AI rules, in the coding rules, I think we talking about it somewhere that be sensitive for using deprecated code. If you spot this, blah 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 blah. So agent should not use deprecated code. It still did. Yeah, this happens. So sometimes details are lost and you have to keep an eye on that. Of course, maybe a smarter model, which is not the composer but something more robust like Sonnet or whatever, does not make these issues, but this one does sometimes. So method name not used in log messages. Missing inline comments, logging false. Bingo. Now take the opportunity to figure it out why it was not able to figure it out. Mm-hmm. So this is what the agent recommended, and now we have the perfect opportunity to do that actually together. So here luckily I have the code checked out, and this is in the generic rules, right? I don't need that big, so deprecated APIs and symbols. This is what he recommended, right? Okay, so to do it better, let's take a copy. This is literally the first time I'm doing that. Maybe it's 1.0. Then this one goes to 1.1. And we copy this again. And what if we simply just take it? Good. So now we have a little bit better V1. To be honest, this is not code I never considered changelog, but fine for now. So let's just make the copy. Okay, this is flying in. Let's validate. We are almost ready. Good. Bingo. Actually, I think it is better now. So just running through. So this is a validation problem because the input was wrong, right? And here it says illegal state. Expectation failed. Absolutely true, because the summary vec should be there actually in the template. Now this is validation fault again. Okay. Okay, and one more thing here. Oh no, that did it. That did the cause, but also mentions the reason. Good question if we really need to tell it in the reason, but okay, could not hurt. Let's leave it as it is. It's way better. Okay, and now actually the test should be green, right? And bingo, they all are green. Perfect test-driven development. Okay, great. What's next? Group 1.2. Uh-huh. Okay, so there is one more thing to do. To don't lose track completely, let's do a quick commit. Maybe just pull out the not crafted docs yet and say that forwards. Let's rename it. By the way, we are working absolutely on a feature branch. Actually, this one. Actually, this is not correct anymore, right? So we will need to close this branch as soon as we have finished this thing, because we are already in 2.1.0. But this is just what has happened in the meantime. So clean state we have. Let's continue. And yeah, the process will be the same. So maybe I pause the video here and we continue just at the very end. And we have fixed the other open thing as well. And this is basically just brought the server client metrics set new method as well. Previously we had this, but this is now deprecated, and instead of that we have another one which is able to send or give back a fault as well. So what is coming next is the documentation. And when the agent finishes, this file should not be empty anymore, and there are certain rules for crafting the documentation. It is also laid down in our central rules, so this one here. And what is important, that rules to keep, that everything should be self-contained. So when the new documentation is done, it should be standalone readable, kind of the same way as we have this guy here. It just documented here that this supersedes the stuff. Also changed more documentation and plan, but really slightly, as you see, just updating the reference. That's good. You can keep this guy. Here we have the same, upgrading the things. You can keep this guy as well. And this is the main interest. So the new file, completely new, so we just keep it. And actually, what changed, here is a nice summary of the change. And we have standalone documentation how the observability part works. It's completely the same or similar as the other one was, so it looks good. Changelog was changed as well. Wow, without the new features. And this is good as well. So all in all, I think we are ready. Sorry. So what are the changes there? Just the reference, which is valid. Cool. I think we are now ready. Probably the answer is no. Before we do the agent, or let the agent do anything, let's make a clean state so we will be able to follow way better what it does. And now go do it. So the agent is ready with the changes. Let's take a look. Few files has changed. Start at the beginning. So it pulled in our utility packages, or package, or module. Added some comments clearly. Here change the logging. So this is basically just describing which template is this. Okay. More comments. Okay, now I'm spotting something, but that's just cosmetical change. Okay, all in all, looks pretty good. Note. And very nice. So thanks to our Go coding patterns, which is sitting here, you can trace it back. It started to use the var printer for default, because fault is a bigger object. And absolutely prepared to be printed with the var printer. Good, in the meantime, this is all fixed. I think it looks good. It does not waste too much time to go deeper. I don't spot anything. Every change I understand way, way better. So let's keep the file and just at the end run the tests once more. Should be fine. Okay, and this one as well. It should be fine. It is also fine. I think we are ready for the release. There was one more thing it mentioned, which I did remember. Some testing. This. If you don't know, like me now, what the agent means by this, we can ask back. Okay, run it. Why not? Ah, okay. Please help me. This is something, to be honest, I never did so far with Go ecosystem, but I understand the intention and why it is good. GCC is not installed. Yes, this is a Windows machine. Okay, doesn't matter. We will check it in the Windows machine, in a Unix machine later. I don't want to waste more time on this, so I think I close it now. Good. Let's take the commit. Good. And now we will simply just merge the changes, integrate to the main branch, do a new release, and also close this branch because it's outdated already. But basically, that was it.